Hey guys, welcome to this video. Today we're going to do an assembly guide on the Apex RMR. I don't know how well, there we go. This is a housing designed for a rack 19007 whiz block for the Meshtastic radio, I guess, family. So there's going to be a list of parts in the description. I know it looks like a mess here. I tried cleaning it up as best as I could, but whatever. Some general tools that you're going to need. Plastic cutters are going to be your very best friend for taking care of all of the supports in the housing. Get yourself a dental pick too. That also helps with the supports. I got a mess here, so bear with me. You're going to need an adjustable wrench. I have these little adjustable wrenches here. You can pick these up on Amazon for like 15 bucks. And you're going to need a 2.5 millimeter hex driver. I have a powered one that we can do. So that's all the tools that you'll need. I don't need the plastic cutters as of right now. But going into the hardware and parts list, you're obviously going to need your whiz block, your rack 19007, however many O's are in there. You need your LoRa antenna, you need your GPS antenna, and you need obviously all the peripherals that go with it. I have two 18650 battery holders that I wired up in parallel in order to double the capacity of just a standard 18650. These are Samsung 3500 milliamp hour 18650s. These are super easy to splice together. Just take the red, connect it to the red, take the black, connect it to the black. Make sure that when you put the 18650s in, that the direction is the correct way. And if you're colorblind, connect the light gray to the light gray and then the black to the black. Hopefully that'll help. I also am colorblind, so anyway, we'll move on to assembly. All right, on to assembly. So we have our Apex RMR right here. So we're gonna take our whiz block out of the bag. Here's our whiz block. I already assembled the GPS unit. Come on, don't. There we go. I already assembled the GPS unit. So the way I engineered this was you don't have to screw in the holes. So all you would have to do is just place it in there. Now, when you take your IPEX to SMA connectors, I always label them. So this one is going to be our GPS. And we're going to install it. So I'm trying to look around the camera here. Come on. These little IPEX connectors are so tiny. So this goes on. We're going to bend this around. So the inside corners here are what interface into the... Come on. It can be a little tricky the first time, and I'm trying to do this while moving around a tripod and camera. So we'll try to get this done in one go. So if you print this with the correct setup, it should just snap right in there, no problem. So let's not forget to add our relocation connector for the USB-C. You can get these on Amazon. This will be in the parts list as well. So now that our whiz block is in there, it's lined up on our alignment tabs, and we have our IPEX to SMA connector put in. All we have to do is snap it into place. Simple as. Okay, I changed up our lighting here just a little bit, and so you can hopefully see in there. Inside of the hole right here where my thumb is, we'll see if I can get our dental pick to be a pointer. in here is a groove. And that groove sits a section of square O-ring. You can buy these in 3-foot, 10-foot sections in the United States. You can buy them at McMaster Car. Obviously, the list will be with the link to where you can buy this. There, I will also include a little tool. Well, we'll just get it here. This little tool here, you can basically just put the, you can line up the little O-ring and it will just fit in there, and that's the exact size that will fit in that hole. But for the sake of time and brevity, we will not be putting the O-ring in there just now. So all you have to do is take your relocation here and it should just snap right in. Now, since it snaps right in, the lid has a bar on it. So when you go to assemble everything, that bar will keep the USB-C from backing out. Okay, sorry. I've cut a notch into the housing for your Bluetooth antenna to fit snugly into, just like that. It wedges between the board and the housing. So all you have to do is connect up your Bluetooth connector and it fits nice and snug right in there. Okay, now that we have everything all connected up, we've got our SMA connectors all cinched down. Now we can take our long O-ring. I recommend getting a 10-foot section because you can basically make as many of these O-rings as you want. You basically just go around the edge with the O-ring. Super easy. I tried to design this to make ease of assembly as easy as possible. Well, ease of assembly, make it easy as possible to assemble. So your O-ring sits in there nice and flush. You can rubber cement yours together. I know that there's a gap there, but you know, you can go in and this is not going to be my final one. This is just for assembly purposes. Measure and cut and cement it if you want proper water resistance. So you have another one. This is going to be our little cap for our USB-C port. That obviously uses another little piece of O-ring. All right, so when you have everything assembled, you can go ahead and install your antennas. And again, like I said, make sure you install the right antenna on the right SMA port, because GPS antennas operate on a different frequency. Now, for the longest time, I used this Chinesium HX201. You can get these on AliExpress. They have like an O-ring that is supposed to seal against water, air, whatever, what have you. It worked okay, but I have since upgraded to a Kyocera. You can get these on Mouser, however you pronounce it, in the United States here. And as you can see, the size difference is quite significant. These both are about the same efficiency, and obviously this one's a lot lighter weight. All right, next we're going to install our battery trays. These should fit the ones that are in the Amazon link on the parts list, and they should butt up against the USB-C extender quite nicely. So all you would have to do now is plug this in. Make sure that your red plug goes to the inside of the board. So ultimately you want to have it looking like that, where you have that rib in the center and then your red is closest to the micro USB-C connector, and then that should just press in there like that, and you should be ready to use your 18650s. Now, if you use unprotected 18650s, there's a guy on Etsy that sells these. This comes from Voltaic Enclosures. This is a PCM that it basically modulates your power input and output and make sure that you don't explode your batteries. So you can install that. That's why I have this cutout here, this flat cutout. So this should fit the PCM quite nicely right there. But yeah, all you got to do now is put the lid on and screw it all together. Okay, we got our 18650s in there. The radio is currently running. Now we put the lid on. Super, super easy. Okay, we'll see if we can do this. These are, what are these? These are M3 by 8 screws, and they just screw directly into the housing. I wanted to use heat inserts, but that would drive up the cost and complexity quite a bit. So I also designed this to fit in AR-15 M16 mag pouches perfectly fine with the USB-C exposed. So you can put this on your backpack, your plate carrier, whatever, what have you, and you should still be able to charge it without actually having to pull it out of the pouch. We have our little plug, and it just fits in, covers it up. Thanks for watching, guys.